Some of you might be old enough or might remember Life is Strange and how last year it passed 20 million players after 8 years. Did absolutely fantastic. And even though it had some weird politics, it actually wasn't political. The main characters were, we'll just say, women who liked women, but they didn't push the ideology. It was just a well designed character, a well designed storyline. It didn't push agendas. And I think that's why it did so well. Even though it still had the undertones, it didn't slap you in the face with it. It still provided you with a decent game. Well, jump to 2024. How hidden WW2 bad guy symbols were the tip of a toxic iceberg at Life is Strange developers Deck 9. The cope in this one and the absolute BS made up to try and bring down this developer is absolutely insane. And it's from the people they pandered to by making the game. Initially, developers noticed a reference to the number 88 and flagged the issue to their bosses, assuming it was an innocent mistake. But in the ensuing weeks, others found more problematic signs and in-universe labels, such as references to racist memes, the number 18, and the Haggle runes. Only dogs hear dog whistles. Only dogs hear dog whistles. As the number of possible hate symbols mounted, staff grew increasingly concerned that someone was putting these items in their game deliberately as a dog whistle to white supremacy. Oh my God. You can't even. Oh. Its most recent entry, Life is Strange True Colors, won Games for Impact at the Games Award in 2021 and the GLAAD Media Award for Outstanding Video Game. With such a reputation, developers tell me there was an expectation that any whiff of hate speech would immediately be removed and thoroughly investigated. They claim that the C-suite has protected multiple abusive leaders, encouraging crunch and allowed bullying of individuals advocating for internally for more authentic representations in Life is Strange. It's a fictional video game. It's all about representation. It's all about representation. It's about the message. How dare you go against the message? Encouraging crunch. You know, if you busted your ass when they first came up with the concept and put you all in your rooms and gave you the computers to work on it, you probably wouldn't have to crunch as much. But no, what do we see out of all these game developers? They spend all their time at Starbucks, going out to cons, just, hey, subscribe to me, pay me money. Here's all my links to give me money, send me coffees, do all that other garbage. And then the time comes where it's, hey, we've got to get this game out in 2 months. What do we have completed? Nothing. Yeah, it's your fault the crunch happens. It's your fault. That's not abuse. That's you not doing a job and then having to rush to do the job. The same people who wouldn't work on projects until the night before and then turned in some garbage and are like, I deserve an A, my project. No, it wasn't. It was terrible. It was terrible. Dex 9's first crack at the Square Enix popular narrative series involves significant crunch, and while efforts were made to improve workloads on True Colors, overtime never fully vanished. One anonymous individual told me they worked 70 to 80 hours a week for an entire month straight on True Colors. Oh, that's cute. I remember my first part-time job. 70 to 80 hours a week sitting in a computer in air conditioning. Yeah, these people are so privileged. Dude, I was pulling 90 hours a week in construction 6 days a week if I was lucky. But you want to know what sucks? Being 120 degrees outside on a 70-foot boom lift, drilling into concrete and brick to run pipe and cabling. That sucks. You know what I enjoy and I don't complain about now? Now that I have a desk job, sitting at a computer in AC, not sweating my balls off, not having to go home and take a cold shower so that the insulation doesn't get into my skin and make me itch for the next week. Oh, you want me to work a little bit of overtime? Oh, I got to pull some extra numbers. Oh, I've got to, sit here for a little bit longer and work on something. Yeah, no problem. You're paying me for it? Okay. Works. These privileged, entitled little bastards. Another described taking on weeks of crunch to protect other team members, saying it was never mandated, but there was always way too much to get done in the allotted time. Hold on. Another described taking a week of crunch to protect other team members. So you were doing other people's work because they didn't want to do it, and you're complaining about that. Let the work fail. Let them get fired. That seems like the reasonable thing to do. Much of the crunch developers say was the direct result of the relationship between Deck 9 and Square Enix. Several people told me it felt as though Square Enix had sold Life is Strange to the lowest bidder, and that was frequently reflected in the production schedules with tight deadlines and small budgets. So they're not wasting money. That seems like a smart business decision. Hurry up and get this game out. We're not hiring useless people. Just do your job. I guess that's their problem. Do your job. Another source elaborated, Square always put a lot of pressure on our people, so that toxicity started to bleed into the environment too. Do your job is not toxic. It's commie speak. It's commie speak. They think they should get paid to do no work or do the work on their time frame, and whenever it gets finished. But you have to pay them the entire time they're doing it. Sure, Life is Strange is Square Enix owned IP, but sources told me Square Enix seemed oddly reluctant or outright hostile to the diverse themes and ideas that Life is Strange fans love. I think what they're... Oh, hold on. For instance, multiple people recalled an incident during True Colors development where Square Enix told multiple developers it didn't want Life is Strange to be thought of as gay game. I'm pretty sure I get what they're getting at with this. They wanted everything to be, every single sentence to involve, we're gay guys. And Square Enix was like, nah, you're not doing it. And they're mad about it. There's a lot of press out there praising True Colors for having the first bisexual lead in Life is Strange game, said Mallory Littleton, a narrative designer who worked on Deck 9 on multiple Life is Strange titles, even in our press guides for Square Enix. All the way up until review copies were out, we were not to say anything about Alex's sexuality, period, at all. That's the way it should be. That's what it is. They are unhappy and mad that they can't have a gay pride parade to advertise their game because Square Enix has seen it. We see it in every company that does it. All they do is prance around how gay it is, how woke it is, and people don't buy it. Everybody shits on it, and they're like, yeah, you guys aren't doing that. We're not going to let you do that. You cannot prance around saying how gay this game is. And that's what they're mad about. So now they're looking for anything that's a dog whistle that they can throw out there to try and get people out of the game so they can do everything they want to do, which, I mean, Square Enix was smart to say, hey, we'll sell it to y'all. We'll sell you the game. You can do whatever you want. Sell it for pennies and watch it die. That would be the most base thing Square Enix could do. Sell them the game, say, sure, do whatever you want. We're not responsible for it anymore. We're just going to put a public statement out. We no longer own the game. We no longer own the IP. Have fun. Oh, the game would die in a heartbeat. But guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And don't forget, I do these live streams on Sundays. Make sure you check them out live. But until the next one, guys, be easy like Sleazy.